Ladies and gentlemen, how to frame Zero Super and Fatal Fury. This is an execution needed defense mechanic that I feel like a lot of people should know how to do. So let's go ahead and talk about it. In order to understand how to properly do frame zero, you have to first have a good understanding on just defense. Now, what is just defense? That's basically you blocking on the exact frame of contact when your opponent throws a button. Right, so this is what you want to learn how to properly do first. Just getting used to just defend and always getting it when you see a button about to make contact with you. So once you practice this a few times and you got the proper understanding on the timing, so now you want to practice on getting the just defense and then quickly guard canceling into a special in order to get a guard cancel leading into a counter hit. Now, depending on what character you're going against, the follow-up attack might be too fast, which will actually catch the startup of your guard cancel special. So depending on what character you play, just like I said, you might want to lab and see which situation works best. But this video is actually talking about frame zero. Zero frame. Nightmare, how do you do zero frames? So let me go ahead and show you a quick technique. So think about it now. Just defend, right? You want to actually press back as soon as you feel that the button is about to make contact with you. There is an SNK special feature that this game gives you the opportunity to buffer a special and then store it, go back to blocking and still have time to press the attack and the super will actually come out. Pay attention to my inputs. You will see that I will hit down forward twice right before I just defend in order to store my level 1. And then right before it made contact, I went back to blocking and all I had to do was hit the corresponding attack button in order for the frame zero to work. So once again, because I feel like a lot of people is going to ask Nightmare, I'm confused, I don't know what you're talking about. So let me go ahead and show like an actual standard demonstration, right? Follow me now, okay? I'm going to be holding down back, regular blocking. Don't even have to be a just defense in this situation. And you see your opponent feint, right? So right as you feel that your opponent is going to feint and you want to try and buffer that input, you could quickly input the direction of the super. Depending on what character you're playing, you want to quickly input it right before the button makes contact with you and then go back to hit block. Get the just defend and then all you have to do is hit the attack for whatever button it is that you have to do in order to get that special to work. Quick and easy. It's not one of those situations where you have to just defend and then quickly do the super. No, right? So at first, that's what I thought it was, but you don't have to do all that. You just got to make sure you hit special fast enough. Think about it like a frame kill, right? You know, in some situations where you'll knock somebody down, do like a certain situation, like a certain special, a certain button, and then the next button is like telemeter because you frame killed, right? Think about it in that sense. Buffer the super at the right time, and then right when you get done buffering and you go back to hold just defend, that super input will be stored. Then all you have to do is hit the attack button. So I'm going to do it one more time. Zero frame. Zero frame. And then you get the corresponding punish depending on what character you're playing. So, ladies and gentlemen, with proper practice, get used to the timing, and this is where the actual mind game comes into play at. So once somebody see that you're just defending and you're zero framing them, they're going to start delaying their pressure, they're going to start throwing, they're going to start jumping in order to throw off that timing that you're looking for in order to catch that just defense. So that's where the mind games come into play. So you don't always want to rely on this. This is one of those hidden tricks that you keep up your sleeve just to try and catch your opponent off guard, right? Because you don't want to look for a just defense in every situation because you're going to get thrown, you're going to get jumped on, and other options are going to open up your defense. So hopefully this video was found helpful. I try to make it as quick as possible, easy to understand hopefully, but if anybody is confused, let me know down in the comment section below, and catch y'all in the next one. Stay safe.